For those of you not familiar with this tower, Tower of Champions Road, aka ToCR, is a well-known high catastrophic difficulty tower located in popular obby games like Eternal Towers of Hell and the Eternal Abyss. For our purposes, we can divide the tower into two main sections: the pre-net, floors 1 through 4, and the net, floors 6 through 10. The first few days consisted of stratting, all-flooring, and getting to know this tower better. During this time, I also identified the sections I struggled the most on, those being 1 end, 3 mid, and practically all of floor 2. The few runs that made it to floor 2 didn't last long, however, particularly jumps like the infamous wedge wrap and this wrap onto a wedge gave me substantial difficulties. Day 5 concluded my all-flooring of the pre-net, of which floor 4 took a whopping 5 whole hours. After this disastrous episode, I temporarily gave up on my goal of all-flooring the tower, focusing primarily on reaching floor 3. And on day 7, I would get this run. Seeing as I now had the potential to reach floor 4 on any given run, I decided to go over the net floors. Once I was satisfied with my practice on both halves of the tower, I would switch my focus to getting back to floor 3. Unfortunately for me, it would take a whopping 40 more floor 2 runs before I would find myself staring down floor 3 once again. Well, that was a fail. Surely that wouldn't happen again. Well, after those 2 fails, I decided to switch to a baby-proof strat of fitting into the 1 gap by means of a ledge grab. And lucky for me, that same day I got to put the new strat into practice. Not a 4 run, but I did end up failing the hardest jump on the floor, so I wasn't too upset by it. In fact, I was feeling quite confident in my ability to get to floor 4 the next day. And day 17 would certainly prove to be an interesting day. As always, I started off the day by reviewing floors 3 and 4, and quickly went to real runs where I was soon treated with another 3 run. Due to me not fully understanding my strategy for this jump, where you have to unshift lock at a specific time and angle in the lodge, I failed a singular jump before my PB. A few minutes later, however, I would get a golden opportunity to get back. And I failed the last jump of 3. Devastating. After a magnificent day 17, progress slowed in comparison. Day 19 proved to be a reality check with a further 3 fails on floor 3. Aside from the jump mentioned earlier, this one stood fit-in jump also proved to be inconsistent. It was clear to me that I had to correct my strategies, and so slowly I did. Weeks passed and I proved more and more capable of reaching floor 3. When I did runs. Aside from real-life activities and a severe lack of motivation, there was also my time constraint. I was simply unable to put hours and hours per day into doing runs, so naturally, motivation dropped. And hypothetically speaking, if I somehow, some way managed to get to net, and for what, 30 minutes? And so, the rest of January and most of February were spent doing the chores. Practicing floor 4, reviewing net, more floor 4 practice, strat correcting, and even more floor 4 practice. Floor 4 was quite clearly shaping up to be the hardest floor, so it was clear that only by over-practicing it did I have any chance of getting to net soon. By now, over a month had passed since my last floor 4 run, and while at times I wanted to quit, on the other hand, no other tower meant this much to me as Tower of Champions Road. So, for the time being, I pushed onwards. By now I was raking up floor 3 fails by the dozens. The fit-in, the difficult wrap, and whatever I did, no matter what I did, those jumps were just there to stop me. At some point, I had played these floors enough times in practice to casually do them 3 times in a row. But my nerves... Now it was March. The entire of February had gone by, and no floor 4 run. The days were really starting to blend together. Oh, you thought a dramatic build-up, the theater lights dimming, and you thought I would finally get back to floor 4?
Yes! Yes, dude! It's been so fucking fun. Oh my god. Please. Please, dude. Please, dude. Please. Oh my god. That's such a stupid fail.
Well, I did. No matter what a
Stupid fail.
that was, I knew that today I had to get back. I'm back and finally pass my personal best.
Oh my god, new PB. Come on. No. Oh, I knew it.
Well, it happened. I finally passed my PB after a month and a half. Unfortunately, I fell victim to the third last jump of floor 4, and the only remaining hard jump on the pre-net. I was this close to pulling off a fluke, and well, clearly my practice on floor 4 was paying off. Or it was a fluke. I can't tell. But I think I can do this. I can get to net. I can get there soon. Right? Suddenly my motivation was back. I had made it to 4 end. Yes, I can do this. Truth be told, this fail on 4 end was partially expected. This was the hardest jump of the floor for me, and frankly I still cannot do it consistently. But at the same time, my nerves had failed me. This hadn't quite happened before. Suddenly I would start pouring in runs every day. On day 37 I again reached floor 4 almost by brute force. I again failed the second jump up the floor, but I proved it was possible to just get to 4. Fortunately, possibility does not equate to likelihood, and the next days were littered with floor 3 runs. In so many fails, I had lost count. I deleted those runs, and they just took up space on my PC. The real run is surely right around the corner. Since I could get to a net at any moment, I hope, I decided to brush up on my net practice. And in doing so, I got 2 noteworthy segments. PB to 7 last, and 7 last to 10 end. Funny as I wasn't even fully trying for those specific runs either. I'd almost managed to get the legendary 8 to win pad on the complete accident. At this point, I had proven I was capable with net, of reaching floor 8, and potentially of a fluke of some magnitude. Pause the dialogue, I'm on floor 4. Back to my practice recap. I guess that's all of it. I suppose I could mention my random floor 3 to PB runs in practice, but I'm sure that jump won't turn into any kind of roadblock. Roll fail montage.
No. Please, please, please. Yes! 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 Oh my god, finally. Oh my god.
Net. At last, after 70 hours? Dude, TOGF took me 40. By coincidence, this run occurred on a weekend, meaning I had roughly 2 whole hours on net.
Okay, if I can make it to 8, I will be so happy. That's all I want. Seven. Floor 8. Oh, GG.
Floor 8.
Oh. That was good.
Well, that was partially expected. The first jumps of floor 8 are really hard. At the end of the day, that's all I really wanted from this one. The next few days were spent preparing for net. More 8 to win pad attempts, and slowly but surely correcting my strategies and getting consistent. Inherently, the net, unlike pre-net, is built around technical gameplay, which basically means it gets really consistent with the correct strategies. And the hardest of the net floors, 6, 8, and 10, revolve the most around technical gameplay. And I, naturally, barely played them. I found my strats, and the floors were somewhat consistent, but practicing these floors were some of the most boring things I'd ever experienced. So, was I prepared? No. Could I lie to myself and hope for another fluke? Hell yes. After that practice, I went back to doing runs. Luckily for me, reaching floor 4 was now a daily thing and I craved it. Just listen to that music. Sadly, the floor 3 experience was starting to repeat itself. Mind blocks, silly fails, and some heartbreaking runs. During this period, day 53 proved legendary. I managed to reach floor 4 6 times in 60 minutes. But one of these had potential. However, that run was not meant to be, as I failed the 5-stud stick out. Yes, I said 5-stud stick out, where do you at? By now I was in my mid-50s, in days of course, and having no better explanation, started overanalyzing floor 4.
So basically once you reach the break, it's like, there's nothing hard left. Okay, so I guess 5-foot stick out maybe. Other than that, this long jump, yeah, and then the stick out third last jump. I mean, other than that, there's nothing hard in this floor. Shouldn't be failing it like 70 times.
After my first net run, I had occasionally live streamed certain days of the grind, and on day 62, live on stream, I got this run. Oh no, wait, that's not it. Wait, no, not that one either. Here? What? No, how did I even? Oh, yes, this is it, right, I think.
Yes! Oh my god.
Now, I would love to make another melodramatic edit, but I think I'll cut straight to the chase. Remember when I said I had certain time constraints? Yeah, well, after around 20 minutes I had to go. Furthest I'd managed to get was 7 and... $15. That's the number of 4 runs it took me to get back to net. My first net run took me 7. The number is going up. Needless to say, after such events, my motivation to play this tower was once again down the drain, and my consistency fluctuated between godlike levels and struggling to reach floor 3. While my mood deteriorated, I was presented with more and more opportunities to make it to net. What affected my mood the most was not the sheer number of fails, rather it was the nature of them instead. The days became shorter and further apart. Simply playing the prenet meant I had to summon up Herculean strength. And for what? Playing the prenet feels like praying to Thje so that your opponent doesn't notice Maiden 1 or the Hanging Queen. I deserved a net run. Surely I deserved a net run, right? April 16th. The whole month had once again passed, this time with no net runs. And like just only 2 net runs in the past 100 hours. Like my past 50 floor 4 runs. What day is it? Probably like 75? Got to 4 again. Failed the second last jump. Again. Like, I know I said I would do this tower until I beat it. I was gonna do this stupid jump just to prove to myself that I can do anything. At this point, I took another break from the tower, and on May 1st, I came back. Determined? Maybe? Scared? Hell yeah. Dude, I just failed the last jump of No, dude. I come back for one day, one run, and I get my worst fail yet. Simply put, I was fed up with the tower, so I took another, even longer break. May 13th. To find some motivation, any motivation, I streamed this day. I was rusty, and it clearly showed as I didn't even manage to reach floor 4, and I ended stream. Dude, I just got to net in the eternal abyss on complete accident. Oh my god. But okay, I've got an hour. After 2 months, I was back. I didn't care what would happen. I was on net. But in reality, I did care. For the past 2 months, I'd been fighting and preparing for this next hour. My goal? Reach floor 9. For the past month, I'd been fighting myself on one fundamental question. Should I quit? Floor 8, widely regarded as the hardest floor, proved quite consistent for me in practice. And maybe, just maybe, a fluke was possible. At least that's what I thought at the time. It took nearly 30 minutes to reach floor 8. Now was my chance. The first jump. I hadn't even gotten to my PB. Alright, finally back 10 minutes later. Just a new PB is all I want. Please. Yeah, that's right, I flipped nearly all of 8 and half of 9. Unfortunately, I fell victim to one of the few unsafe jumps of the floor, denying me a potential 10 run. But there really is only so much you can reasonably fluke in one run. I did manage to save on floor 8 though. Oh, never mind, I failed the first jump again. Okay, fair. I did manage one more run to floor 8 before leaving, however. Maybe... Unfortunate. On the bright side, this net run made clear to me as to what I needed for practice, and in particular restrat floors 9 and 10. The next day, I would get a run from my PB to WinPad, as well as some other decent practice on net in those next few days. However, I again quickly lost motivation to play this tower, so I took a break for a few weeks. Well, back to fighting floor 4, I guess. In the beginning of June, yes, it's June already, I got approximately 30 floor 4 runs. At least 10 of these made it to 4 end, where unfortunately this extremely long jump was always there to stop me, time after time. And then, day 85 happened. After making it past the jump, the nerve jump, the choke jump, 3 times in a row, I still managed to somehow not get to net. This wiggle wrap isn't even hard. I never even failed it before today. Just today the motherfucking strap stopped working. Today, of all days, and I still had to roll snake eyes and fail this jump twice. The next day, I again made it to third last of 4, failed of course, and practiced net where I got floor 8 5 times in a row. What the How many fails is floor 10 going to bring at this rate? For what seemed like the 100th time now, I was mentally bankrupt. Floor 4 was simply too hard. The music, the gameplay, God, those jumps. I'm taking a break now. And next weekend, one of us wins. If I can't beat it with all the time in the world, then I just can't anymore. You know what? I'm bored. I wonder what I should play. Yeah, sure, why not? And so, I beat ToG in 10 hours. Some technicalities would say a new hardest. But the way I did it, 5 hours in, I failed the last failable jump. Twice. Not hard, just failable. And then, only 5 hours later, with dozens more far fails, only then did I beat it. God, please don't let this happen with ToCR. I think I'm gonna quit. This tower, it takes my sanity, my mental health, and all it gives is just enough to keep going. Like a toxic relationship, maybe it's finally time to step away.
Dude, I was gonna quit. I was genuinely gonna quit today. And then this. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. I cannot believe it.
Well, that was... what? Huh? What? This wasn't even one of my planned days to do runs. Well, by coincidence, I still have 6 hours. 6 hours on net. Time for the loop valve to begin. Half an hour in, nothing happened. Time to eat breakfast, I suppose.
No. Oh.
It's been 5.5 hours, and I can't get to 9. Well, that's it. ToCR 1. The next 40 minutes is merely a formality.
Yes! Floor 9. That didn't take a while.
Oh, 6 hours for that. Great. my god, a monumental run. Maybe I was being too harsh on myself? No, but I still fluked from 9 mid, and it did take 6 hours. Okay, now I believe it. What? Just like that, 10 end runs. I failed the start of the so-called final stretch twice. Twice I failed the second hardest jump of the tower. And that was fully expected, seriously, this jump is hard. But had I failed anything else... Well, there is hope.
I did it. I left flipped out. GG's.
Whether through sheer luck, brute force, or the mystical forces of nature, I proved I could do it. For the first time since early January, I truly believed I could beat this tower. The next day started with some intensive net practice. I was scared of 10 end, and so, just in case I would ever encounter it, I corrected my strategies. At this point, there wasn't a lacking of motivation to do runs. Rather, the opposite. Practice seemed unnecessary. But you loop failed 6 to 8 for 5 hours. It was just a fluke. How many more floor 4 attempts is it gonna take? Can you really beat this?
Oh my god!
Alright, now in 15 minutes, a bit slower than usual, but to be honest, I'm just not feeling it today. And I proceeded to get to floor 8 first try. Maybe I should attempt a netless version of this tower.
What?
If you've been playing Obbies for some time, you may recognize this fail being the result of a player being too close to the truss. If you don't know, this is a bug that occurs on high FPS and causes you to experience powerful forces such as gravity. Did I mention I'm playing on 60 FPS? RNG won't stop me forever though.
No. Why did I stop holding space?
No, dude! Nerves.
No! God!
It's just too much. I can't do it right now. I need a break.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes! Yes! Oh my god. Yes! Yes! Oh my god. 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 There's no way. There's no way. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes! 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 Yes, dude. Yes! Oh my god. Yes! Yes! What am I climbing? What am I climbing? The fuck?